In this segment, I'm going to show you how to make this wonderful, elegant calla lily boutonniere. Great for graduations, weddings, black tie affairs. Just so elegant and beautiful. Let me show you how it's done. I'll put this to the side. Grab this gorgeous calla lily. So all we need, just a few supplies. 1 calla lily, 22 gauge wire. I'm going to cut that in half. And 30 gauge wire. I'm going to also cut that in half. And a couple of stems of bear grass, which is really nice to work with. What I like to do, to make it really special, I'll add a couple of pearls. So I'm going to get 2 pieces of bear grass, bring your 2 pieces together, and slide the pearls into, slide the bear grass into the pearl. Put that on, pull it down, and then this one, it's a little bit thicker, we'll just use 1 bear grass. Putting the pearl on. Okay, so now I want to loop, first, let's get to the calla lily, then I'll loop those. I want to leave the stem a little bit long, so I'm just doing an angle cut. The 22 gauge wire, you want to guide up the middle of the stem. So make sure your wire is nice and straight. And slowly guide it up. Make sure your calla stem is straight. If you do happen to pop out, it's okay. Just wiggle your calla and it'll go back in. Just go up until it goes to about here. Then you have no chance of breakage when the man is putting it on or dancing like crazy. It's not going to break. Then just that little bit of wire, just make sure you push it up. We don't want anyone to get scratched. Push that up, hides it. So now we're ready to go with the bear grass. So we want to do a loop of bear grass and another loop. And we'll bind those together just so it looks pretty. Hold that like that. And then put it to the calla lily just below the head, kind of a 3/4 of the way up, 1/4 of the way down, just like that. Then get a bit of floral tape and tape it around the top of the head a couple of times. This is the cloth floral tape. It's stretchy, and when you pull on it, it gives a bit of stickiness to it. So that's how we want that to look there. Now here, we're going to cut the bear grass on an angle so it's got a nice flow. This one I'm making like that. This one I left clean. So there's different ways you can finish it off. Now this tape that I used, we're going to put this beautiful decorative silver wire around it. Well, this one, I used an ivy leaf. I can show you that too first. Sometimes nice to wire them. So put a little poke through the top end of the ivy leaf, pull the wire through. That's the thinner wire, the 30 gauge wire, and just one little twist. That's all you need to do to wire an ivy leaf. And you can attach that so the front of the boutonniere has a little bit of finished look to it with the ivy. Then one more little twist of this tape just to hold it in place. And then trim that wire and that leaf off up high. And now we're going to hide all that mechanics with this beautiful wire. So we want to start up at the top, just hold it with your thumb and twist down. And just keep binding and twisting. You can go nice and neat, or you can go a little bit messy. Either one looks beautiful. And just keep spinning. It just makes it so special and makes the man stand out. It's nice for a groom. Like you could make the groomsman with maybe the plain bear grass, and the groom could have the bear grass with the pearls. And there's lots of beautiful kinds of wire to finish. So when you get enough wire, just cut it off. onto the back of the calla, put a little bend, and just push that into the calla lily. Then no one's going to get scratched. And then you're done. I always like to put, when I'm sending out my calla lilies, a couple of pins up so you can see it. So you always know when either the customer's picking it up or you've made it, they're not going to get it without pins. That's nothing worse than that. Give it a nice spray, bag it, seal it, and it's good to go. Enjoy making them.